It's better than some. Some are just brown, and it looks like poop, like a super pooper trooper. Yeah, I'm glad this one isn't brown, and it's more of like a... I mean, it is brown. It's more of a grayish brown, I guess. Looks less like poop and more like sewage. I don't know. Hello! Today on the channel we're going to be unboxing 501st Legion Clone Trooper. This is a Star Wars The Black Series figure from Hasbro. It is an archive figure, so you know it's old. It's been on my shelf for a while. That's kind of been the deal with this May everyday unboxing of Star Wars The Black Series figure. I just had so many figures on the shelf that are just getting older and older and older and older and older, and I need to get them open, and I need to start on my my prequel shelves. So, gotta get my clones unboxed. I love them. I bought them. I need them. It's finally time to get them open. Alright. With that said, let's flip it around to the back. There's the back of the box. Flip to the side. Not gonna be much to see. An arm. And the other side. An arm and a blaster. And the top is not an arm. And the bottom is some barcode and legalese. There's a barcode if you need it. I don't know why you need it, but there it is. Let's set it here, pull the camera back, get a little closer look at everything, and then we'll get it completely ripped out of the box. Alright, there's your 50th. Oh my gosh. Sorry about the dust. Yikes. Okay, back to it. Sans dust. Well, most of it anyway. 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm. That's when these came out. We'll look at the year. I can't remember exactly which year it is. There's the Black Series again. And there he is. So it is an older style clone. We'll kind of compare it to some of the newer ones. I have Ahsoka's clone and Apo over here, so we'll check it out with those. And some of the newer Phase 2 clone troopers. There's the bottom, 4+ warning. And the back, Black Series. There's your 501st Legion Clone Trooper spiel blurb if you'd like to read it. I don't know if I can get in a spot that is actually like focused. I mean, that's probably the best I'm going to get right there if you'd like to read it. Okay. And there's that artwork. And your 50th anniversary timeline. So of course this was part of Clone Wars. And I guess Rebels too. Right there. And there's some more leads. Alright. I'm going to rip this thing open. I'm going to get tilt down first so you can see what the heck's going on. Before I do rip into it, just want to say if you're enjoying this video, if you could give it a like. If you enjoy action figure unboxings, toy hunts, shelf tours, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for Hey What That On My Shelf and get that all in your feed. If you have a fun comment, that is also very greatly appreciated too. With that said, let's do it! Gonna get a grip. And a little grip right here and let's rip! Oh, that was a good one! Man, I enjoy a good rip. Don't get many. Usually have to do the poke action, so glad to have a nice rip today. Alright, let's get this blaster out of here. Alright, I think I have the technical name down. DC-15S? Is that correct? I hope. I've had a comment that, because I usually call this the little boy, and then I have a big boy. I call the other one the big boy blaster here. I got my shock trooper here. I usually call this the big boy and this the little boy. And I had somebody comment, and they said the little boy, I believe, was the DC-15S, and the other one, the bigger one, was the DC-15A, I think. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm right, don't say anything, or you could tell me I'm right. That'd be cool too. But if I don't hear anything, I'm gonna assume that I was correct. Okay, enough of the blaster. Let's get to him. It's gonna get loud. Sorry. Here we go. Wasn't the worst. Wasn't the best. All right. Let me actually get a... sorry, wiggling the camera everywhere. So you can kind of see what's going on. He has this weathering all over him. It's better than some. Some are just brown, and it looks like poop. Like a super pooper trooper. Yeah, I'm glad this one isn't brown, and it's more of like a... I mean, it is brown, but it's more of a grayish brown, I guess. Looks less like poop and more like sewage. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of weird. I do like a clean deco. I mean, I don't hate this. It's going to look fine on the shelf. But I do enjoy a clean deco. but this is a pretty cool looking trooper. The head, it looks like it's the old style. Let me bring a Phase 2 clone trooper, one of the newer ones. See how small the head is in comparison? Yeah, the old trooper heads were real teeny tiny, little pea-sized, because you really couldn't fit a real head in here like these new ones. You can pop the helmet off and there's the head. I say that, but I can't get the dang thing off. There we go. Oh, this is the one with the funky stubble. Oh well. But yes, you with the size of this helmet, you could not put a head in there. So throw him in the back row on the shelf. You know, you probably won't even notice when you're looking at the shelf. So definitely nice to have it for that. I do love these new troopers. The fact that the proportions are better for the head. I know a lot of people say they prefer the shiny armor, and I do like it. The new style is kind of matte and it's very like squishy. It's a different plastic for sure. It doesn't bother me too much. I don't prefer it, I will say that, but it doesn't bother me enough that I hate it. I like the new figure. I like the articulation. I like everything, how it works, but yeah, the shiny, yeah, it is better, but I would take better articulation, better scale on the head over a shiny armor. I mean, let me tell you, I do prefer that. That looks nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's a there's no like an absolute with Hasbro. Like they do these changes, I feel like it's because okay, some X amount of people say they want this or that. And then, you know, down the line, if everybody says they want this armor, they will come out with this with a shiny armor, and then you have to rebuy it again. That's kind of how they do, you know. I mean, it's business. That's how they do. Got to make some money. Fortunately, they pass it off on us. But that's business. All right, I was going to start showing articulation on this. We're looking at this figure today. Oh my gosh. All right, so back to it. I've been ranting on few things and I smacked the camera. I apologize for that. Let's go ahead and let's do some articulation. So head up is only to there. Head down is really nice, so it's to there. So these older style don't have a ball joint in the bottom of the neck. They have a, I'm guessing it's a ball joint in the top of the head with a rocker. So I'm guessing that's the rocker action that's keeping the head to go down so much. Let me grab that other trooper again and show you. The newer style, there is a ball joint in the bottom and of course one in the top of the head, so you actually can get some oomph action. Tons of movement in the head. So that's a difference. I'm going to set him here because we're going to have a couple other stuff to talk about. So this is the old style. So there was a step before this. So this one is totally glued in up here and here. So it is very hard to come up. Like it's actually hitting here badly. There we go. So it's above. But if you don't get it above, it's going to start. See how I hit it and it turned it kind of blue? Yep. I screwed that up. Sorry. All right. So let's get a trooper that's would be next generation, which was, oh, where is it? Oh, it's over here. This would be the Elite Squad Trooper, where it is, well, I have a couple other ones laying around, but there is glue down here, but it's open up here. So they didn't glue it down. It's a softer plastic. That way when you're up here, you're not going to mess it up. It's supposed to made to kind of go over the top. So they made it a little better, but it still is goofy and not great. They upgraded that so that now it's not glued in here. It's pegged inside of the arm, and it just moves so much nicer. It's so much better. So that was an upgrade for those. This is the old style. There is a bicep cut though. So the second style, no bicep cut. The newest kind, they brought the bicep cut back. So at least it does have the bicep cut. That's cool. You get double jointed elbow, so you do have pins. So the next style they took away the pins, and there's a peg on a rocker. So you'll see the peg on a rocker there where it's 90. You get more movement with the double. I mean, not a ton more, but there is more. But you got pins. I don't know. I enjoy the elbows that are peg on a rocker. So this is the old school 2 pins. And then your hand is an up and down. The other hand is a right and left. That's kind of been the standard for a while. And then you've got your ball joint up in here, which is the same as both of the other generations of troopers. No waist cut, so all of your movement torso-wise is dictated by this. Your tilt back is there. Your tilt forward is to there. So that really hasn't changed much, this whole area. The legs, let's see. He does not want to kick out very far. Let's just kick out. There's a kick forward. That works. And kick back. There is just a ball joint down there. It's hard to see, but there's a ball joint down inside of there. It allows that movement. And thankfully, it's the same on all generations here, where there's a peg down inside of the armor, so you get that cool looking thigh cut with the armor. You wouldn't even know there was a thigh cut. It's that good. Then for the knee, you've got back to the pins. So first generation, you got the pins in the knee, but so did the second generation. So they had the pins, double jointed knees. Then the newer ones, it is just a peg on a rocker, so you don't have any pins. It doesn't go up as high, but it's not that much farther off, and it looks way better. So that's the difference. And then your front facing pin on rocker is the same. The difference is the older troopers have this piece coming down right here, so you can't really push the foot down any further. Same with the second generation. You can't push it down. The newer ones, they brought it up, and you can actually push down to get a little bit more posing, because sometimes you're going to want the legs apart, you know, and you need that to stand up. So they fixed that on the newer ones. So just a little bit of articulation from the different generations of troopers. I don't know, I thought I'd do that just for fun. But yeah, old school right here. He's going to look good on the shelf though. He'll be further back. He's got the weathering, he's got the little P head, but he still looks pretty cool. He still looks pretty cool, I think. Let's see what he looks compared to next to, well, first let's just say, let's set it here, throw the blaster here, and let's say that's everything that comes in the box of this trooper. We'll wipe away this blaster, and let's throw some other figures here. So there's Apo. Let's throw him over here. You can see he's a very much darker blue than Apo. And then Ahsoka's clone is in that same realm. Oops, sorry, I smacked the camera, and I can't get the Ahsoka clone without knocking everything out. Okay, got him. I got him. So there he is. This is a little bit darker than this one. So they're all three different colors. It would have been nice to have them all the same color, but it is what it is. So the older style, you have light, there's your darker, there's your almost teal. I feel like Apo almost looks like teal in comparison to the other two. I think they'll look fine on the shelf together. Would have loved if they were all the same color, but if it bugs me that much, I'll get some paint that's one color and kind of try to match it to one and then paint the others. We'll see. I'd probably rather try to find this one and match these two up. I don't know. We'll see if it bugs me that much once I have the shelf together. But all right, let's move these guys away. We'll throw them over here. And we'll throw some other figures for scale. So here's the 501st right there. Pull forward a little bit. Let's go with a super battle droid. We'll set him next to him. There we go. This is the one that came with the C-3PO droid body, battle droid body. Might as well throw him over here as well. And then we'll throw an R2-D2 over here just to see what he looks like next to a protocol droid. Not a protocol droid. This is half of, well, the head of a protocol droid. A astromech droid. Sorry. Alright. I think that's a pretty good crew. Looks pretty decent, I think. Alright, let me get a focus. Good. There is your 501st Legion Clone Trooper. Stay tuned for some posing. Thanks so much for watching.